They bought a home with the intention to refinance and now they're stuck. Yeah, that's really unnerving. We'll talk about that along with 102 affordable apartments near the Great Mall are being popped open today, or I think last week. And then mortgage rates are coming down slightly, and what you get for $1 million and the inventory across the 10, 12 Bay Area counties. Let's get moving quick. There you go. Okay, let's get moving. First one I want to talk about is good for you, Milpitas. They opened up affordable apartments. And here's the thing, 51 of those are dedicated to those transitioning out of homelessness. This is exactly what we need, right? Is it perfect? No, I'm just saying that, look, let's get these people off the streets and get them to, because that's one more most important thing is to clean up our streets. They don't want to be there. They just don't have any choice. Some people do, right? I know veterans that are PTSD and they can't be inside of a house. They just need to be outside. I get that. I totally understand that. That's a totally different problem. But there's people that just have lost their way. They overspent or didn't take care of their funds or something, and then they got themselves homeless. So good for you to do this. This link is in my blog, so please do take a minute to read this and give them kudos for doing this. I think it's a great thing. Good for you, Milpitas. Good for you, Mayor Carmen Montano, for doing this. Again, is this the right answer? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to tell you that this is a good thing. We got to get more and more people off the streets, right? Santa Clara County says there's only 7,000 or 8,000 people, and I can tell you that there's a whole lot more. And this is a small dent. It's a good start. Okay, today's mortgage rates are coming down just a little tiny bit, which is a good segue because next article is very frustrating to me. You can still buy a house. You can get it lower. You can get it at 5% if you really push. This one right here, this is not a jumbo. It doesn't look like. Let's see what they say here. You can buy this stuff down. These points right here is to get it to here. You probably put double it and drop it down a little bit more. So something to be aware of. They bought a home with the intention to refinance. Now they're stuck. I know that lenders were being pushed on this, and lenders were pushing the public on this. They have these ones called a 3-2-1 buy down and all these other things. And I think they're bullshit. Kind of held my tongue about it because it was the same thing as the pick a pay or the negative amortization or what have you. People think that they can get into it and then they can afford it. Look, if you can't afford a $7,000 a month housing bill, don't buy a house, right? Because there's no promise that the rates are going to go down. There's no way you're going to be able to refinance. You can refinance and then maybe get some more equity and then buy the points down. But guess who that helps? Not you as a buyer. So shame on you. If you push people on this and you made money on this, I got to tell you that right here, I only bought it because the loan company really pushed me that interest rates were going to go down. I never said rates will go down. I don't think we're going to see rates go down. Will we see it go down to 4.5%? Maybe. I think 5.5% is going to be where our equilibrium is. Right now, with all that inventory, we're not seeing that for another couple of years, maybe 5-10 years. So just understand that when your rates, the rate you get is the rate you get, and you have to make it sustainable. If you can't afford your monthly payment, don't buy that house. Know what it's going to cost and talk to the lender, and a good lender will walk you through every cost, everything, and don't assume that it's going to go down. Cost of living will not go down, guys. It will not go down. So if you have questions about this, give me a call. I'll walk you through it. I'm more conservative. I don't like taking risks when it comes to this kind of stuff. But look at this poor family. They're screwed. And I can bet you $1 that there's a whole lot more people feeling the pinch right now. On the flip side, if you take the family out of this, it's good because it's going to increase the inventory, right? So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I know it's callous, but that's what it is. I use this website called AIDA for this lead stuff. And the great thing about it is they take care of everything for me. They do everything from funnel management, workflow automation, social campaigns, pillar pages. I even see who's doing what, and then they do the communications. I can go in and follow up once a week instead of having to be tied to my computer. I think it's a great opportunity for you to at least take a look at this if you're in a small business, right? I know they really focus on real estate, but I know that they do other small businesses too. They want to help you do the small bit marketing stuff that's day-to-day routine that keeps you trapped in front of your computer instead of in front of your clients. What you get for $1 million in Santa Clara County. This one's $1 million, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Not my listing. It's on Rodeo Place. 1,176 square feet, built in 1976, guys. This is crazy. By Andrew Hill High School. The one Positive thing I can tell you is it's in a cul-de-sac, even though it's Rodeo Place. Should have been Rodeo Court. Yep, there's Andrew Hill High School right here. Here's the home buyers checklist. Guys, if you're looking for houses, this checklist helps you compare all the houses you look at for that day. It goes up to 5, I think, but you can add columns. It's pretty easy. Walks you through so you can take a look at each house. If a house has a new kitchen and the next house doesn't, or this house has air conditioning and this one doesn't, this one has a pool and this one doesn't. When you're looking at 5 or 6 houses, it's easy to get confused as to which houses you're looking at or which ones you're trying to remember. So this one will help you walk through that whole process. What is this? This is what you get for $2 million. And I picked this one mostly because it's on, but I like the scene. I'm not a big fan of that being your first picture you look at, but it was eye-catching. So maybe that has something to do with it. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, built in 1974, 1973, 1,974 square feet. This is a multi-level, tri-level. I just sold one of these. I think they're fantastic homes. They're fairly well built. They give you a lot of room and a lot of different spaces so that you have privacy if you have a lot of people in your family. That's the downstairs, that's the upstairs, and then that's up here is typically there's a bathroom back here, and that would be a bar or a closet. Yep, there you go. Right here, it's right next to this park. This is a great little park, and this is Camden Ave. There's a nice, really tall hill there, so you're up in the Almaden Hills. It's a great property. It's been on market 54 days. 12 Bay Area County months of inventory. We're looking, everything's starting to come down. Obviously, this one is Napa. Napa's the best buy out there. We always talk about going to Napa if you're looking for a great buy. I think Napa has been postage stamp as the second home capital of the Bay Area. And this other one is San Benito. San Benito actually popped up. I want to point that out real quick. San Benito had a tough couple months, and mostly because I think they're starting to work on 25. 25 is the highway that gets you from 101 to Hollister. They're starting to work on it, but it's getting slower and slower. So during the summer months, it makes it really difficult. They'd rather stay in Santa Clara, go to San Martin or Morgan Hill if they're going to do that drive. And some people are even choosing to go to Salinas versus Hollister because it's a little bit further, but it's a lot faster. And again, we're not in a buyer's market. We're in a steeply depressed seller's market, mostly because there's a lack of inventory and rates are high, but people are not willing to give away their house, right? So you need to have 6 months of inventory. And right now we're at about 3 or 1%. That's Santa Clara County, right? And in order for it to be a balanced market as far as active number of single family homes, you need to be about 2,000. Active number of homes is, where are you? Why aren't you coming here? There it is. It's like 1,100. I can tell you right now, it's like 1,100 right here, 1,042. So that's why you need to be twice that in order for it to be a balanced market, not a buyer's market or a seller's market. It's got to be a balanced market at about 2,000. It could be 1,800, 1,900, depending on whatever it is. But historically, you need to be at about 2,000 active homes to make it a balanced market. That means people are freely trading houses without any pain. And the same thing with the cities here. The different 15 cities. There's more than 15 cities in Santa Clara County, right? Los Altos Hills and East Palo Alto and all that other stuff. And you're looking at mostly everything is under 2 months supply. So guys, it's still a seller's market. There you go. All right. If your lender's telling you that rates are going to come down, so buy now and you can refinance later, that's a scary thing to think about. Seriously. And good for you, Milpitas, with the 102. Keep going. 102 new units for low-income housing. Keep